How's it going there, YouTube? Well, first and foremost, Happy New Year, everybody. Guess this is our first video of 2023. Of course, we're out in the new shop. I guess for starters, we finally figured out what was going on with the heater out here. So we do got the heat on here now, nice and toasty warm in the shop. Everyone's nice and warm in here now. We figured out what the problem was. My dad was up here. We ran a couple of tests on the heater, and we had discovered that something the circuit board had shorted out. So everything worked. We ran a jump wire from the fan. I'm not really sure where because I was looking the other way when Dad did it. Anyway, we discovered that there was a short in the circuit panel. I've got the old one right here. I can show you guys real quick. So much to our surprise, you can still buy these circuit boards for the heaters, and actually quite common. So the resistor is what burned out. So I think something in the relay here shorted, causing that to pop, which wouldn't turn the fan on. But I'm thinking, because there's a big dark spot in here, you see when you flip it around, that's right by one of these resistors, and it's right by like one of the terminals here in the relay. So something in there shorted out, causing the fan not to come on, because the burns would come on, but the fan would not. So now we got the shop nice and toasty warm here, so now if it wants to get real cold one day, you can still come out here and work and be nice and warm. I've been going at this 80 here a little bit. Okay. You got the carb apart, and I discovered that this choke was seized up. So I had it freed up before, but it's kind of hard with one hand. So we got that freed up again. Look inside, a little bit dirty, so I'll probably take a little bit of solvent and some sandpaper and clean it up, and I'll blow out all the ports with the air compressor. But it really doesn't look too bad. So I think just the choke was stuck. And I'm gonna run, zoom in a bit too much, sorry guys. Discovered that the float actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna run a test. I'm gonna pull it off the arm here. I'm gonna put it in a jug of water or gasoline. Look for any pinholes. And if it sinks to the bottom, if with a pinhole, it's no good. But if it floats, and also if you don't hear any fluid inside, you're good to go. Because that's another thing that can happen. These things get porous and they get fluid inside of them, like gasoline, and they sink to the bottom, and then you don't get any gas into your engine. So I'm gonna run a little test on that. You can still buy the floats for these, so that's just something we're gonna check out since we got it apart. And other than that, we'll make a new bowl gasket up there, and we're off to the races, hopefully. Been tinkering over here a little bit too. I got a new sediment bowl put in, which is just a spare John Deere sediment bowl I had. Same when I put in that W4 a couple years ago. Been rigging up a new fuel line here. I had lots of parts and fittings and whatnot in the cabinet over there. So we got that rigged up. The new fuel line will go in here. Everything's just kind of mocked up for now because I've been looking for the right fittings and whatnot. But that'll go together. I'm going to blow this line out still with the compressor. And we get the carb back together. We know we got a nice clean fuel line and everything's ready to go. Besides that, oh, here comes the heater on. Had quite a few comments saying I need some garage art in my shop. So I've got a few things set up already, but you guys know I got all kinds of stuff and whatnot. Just look back in the videos. Do got something here I don't think you guys have ever seen before, because I haven't had somewhere to show you guys. Been up in storage at my parents' place for a number of years because I never moved it to my house in Keswick. So check this out. My grandfather used to put that on his Eagle tractor. We used to take the melt steam air, so that used to kind of give some details on the tractor there. So I guess he painted that himself and put it across the top water pipe of the tractor. We took to the shows, he used to kind of get the details of it. I got a few signs up here, the Canadian flag. Wife got me this one for Christmas, the tractor parking only one. That Oliver sign came from Keith and Sherry Dunn. They gave that to me at Steam Air last year, so I want to say thanks again. And besides that, not really a whole heck of a lot. Got a calendar there for 2023 mocked up. And that cockshut sign there. I have a cutaway of a cylinder head I'll show you guys some other time for an 1828 tractor. That used to go on display. Gramps used to take that to the shows and put on display, so kind of neat. Always kind of had that, but I don't think I ever showed you guys that before. I decided I'd also keep my big red toolbox I had. I was going to sell it when we got the big black one here, but I figured, you know what? I got the black one pretty much packed full now, and I needed a little bit more storage, and I wanted a place to put extra parts and bolts and knick-knack stuff and all the extra stuff you acquire, you know, when you're out and about and collecting tractors and stuff. So I figured for the extra storage, and then plus I already own the toolbox, I might as well just bring it here anyway, and then we've got some more storage. So I think that's a better way to go. And besides, I've had that toolbox since 2007, and well, got the space for it, might as well hold on to it. Anyway, I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to me ramble on about what's going on up here, not doing any work, so I'm going to sign off on this one, guys. Once again, Happy New Year's. If you like the videos, please comment, rate, subscribe as always. Thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll have some more videos for you guys here real shortly. Thanks for watching.